Yep. Let people jump on here.
Well, what's good?
Camera on.
What's going on, guys? Oh, that's Crystal. Well, that was.
Yo.
Happy.
Wait for y'all to jump on here.
Friday.
Well, jump on from what I can see. Happy Friday.
Friday. We have been. We didn't come on last Friday.
Nope.
We did not. What's going on, guys?
Sometimes we want to make sure we give y'all, a little break. Maybe space them out every other week or something like that.
So to build up the anticipation and also gives us some stuff to really talk about.
What's going on, guys? Where y'all at?
Where y'all watching from? How's your week been? What's happening to the weekend? What's good, Mark?
What's up? First on the scene, Kenal.
Hey, Kenal.
Mark here in Phoenix.
Let's go. How y'all doing?
Phoenix. Quartzy. I never got an early notification about y'all going live. You know what, Quartzy? What I'm noticing is YouTube has been suppressing.
I guess so.
So y'all will have to make sure y'all have that. If you have your notification bell on, just double check, because we've noticed they kind of have been suppressing some stuff. So they kind of playing with our stuff a little bit. But we know that'll end. We know that'll end soon. It won't be forever.
Hey, Terry. Hey, Mike.
So, yeah. But I appreciate that. Several people said that they're not getting our stuff.
So, pretty much, guys, for us on our schedule, we're putting content, out every day.
But you can tell them, elaborate a little bit more into that. I don't want to just breeze over that little part.
Yeah, we had already went live about the strike. We already talked about it. Yeah, I think we discussed it already.
Well, not about the strike. I'm just saying, that people are noticing that they're not seeing our stuff being as much.
Yeah, I'm just going to let them know our schedule. Yeah, I don't want to harp on that. The fact is, YouTube has some things that they need to do different, pretty much. But anyway, Monday through Sunday, guys, Monday through Monday, we are putting out content, whether you get 2 videos.
Harlem 3. Said loving y'all, did not get a notification. I told her. See?
Well, only thing we can do is keep putting the content out. So sorry about that, guys.
And eventually the algorithm will shift back and start putting our stuff back regular. Right now, they just,
We weren't the only ones that kind of got the ding. So, but glad you're here. Glad you are continuously supporting.
Got lucky, didn't see it. Wow, I didn't even know. Y'all just were faithfully coming by the channel. Y'all saw it come up, but you weren't notified, man. That's all love.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
That's love.
But yes, just know that we're continuously putting out content, and now we'll post on the community board every other Friday. But we'll let you know ahead of time, earlier that morning, that Friday we go live. But we're going to do every 2 weeks on Friday. It's going live to build up anticipation, as well as gives us new things and ideas to talk about.
Yeah.
Plus, it gives you guys an opportunity to let us know some stuff that you may want to engage in conversation about as well. But we appreciate you guys for hopping on.
Okay, they got notifications. Some people, so it look like some people get notifications, some aren't.
But yeah, it's just about changing things up. This, as YouTube is a platform, and it's a great opportunity to share, get to know other people, give your opinions and give information, but it also there can be some adjustments behind the scenes made as well. So
yeah, as a whole, they need it's a lot of stuff they got to work on that YouTube has.
But like in any business and organization, as well. But did we shout out our giveaway winner, because we gave the phone away, guys? We had the winner. Y'all saw we on live Wednesday, and we did it.
We did. We gave away the giveaway winner.
So
sent them their phone. So man, praise God
that
they'll have
shout out to the
fresh phone.
Winner.
Even, the newest of the new. So let's keep going into this.
All right, guys.
And if y'all notice, I sound a little stopped up, man. Something's going on, and it's got me like sinusy and stuff like this. So if I sound a little stopped up, man, you already know.
You do sound stopped up. You want them to know you sick. You want a hug from
somebody
my folks.
Push her. Make sure we're going on live. I don't care if your heart is hanging out your stomach.
Your heart can be hanging out. Your eye, one patched eye, your arm in a cast.
That's how she like to live her life.
Pinky finger wrapped up. Y'all know. I know y'all
That's
laughing
how she
back
like
there.
To live her life. Not me.
Ooh, foot on the cast, on the stool. Get yourself on live.
I'll be like, I'll see y'all next week.
No, y'all know me, man. I'm pretty much. I'm the tougher one when it comes to being sick and pushing through. SIBO is not a big baby.
I'm a next time. I'm like,
he is a big baby.
You go ahead and go live without me.
Okay. And he just, and it ain't even that deep, but it's all good. So what's going on? So many things to discuss. What you want to chime in first? We don't have to really go in any order if you don't want.
Man, y'all know. I just know, man. I've been watching, not only reacting and stuff, just been watching stuff, and it's just I see so many different scenarios of things happen all at once, and I just don't remember a time where it was so compacted with so many different controversial things that's happening in the world and this country. And the topics I named in community board are just the ones that popped off my head. It's a whole bunch of stuff going on out here. And so I think, what's the first one I put on? The first one I put on that list was about, hold on, y'all. Let me see. When I had put on the community board. Let's see. Hold on.
Meanwhile, I had created my own list pretty much. And my top of my list was, let's discuss the Trump news.
The first one I had Joe Byron.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, that's fine. Trump news. Then we can tap into Janky Joe. So I really wanted to know, what were the charges that they're charging him against? Because this has been going on for some time, and I wasn't really clear as to what the charges are that they are charging Trump. So what I learned today, one of the charges is called mishandling of classified documents, and it includes information regarding defense and weapons capabilities of both the U.S. and foreign countries, and they had a list of things. That was just one that I put down, and I was like, okay.
How many are there total? 4?
What?
How many indictments they trying to run him on?
Oh no, it's 6 now, right?
Oh, it's 6. Georgia made 6.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Defrauding the U.S. government. So that was another one. And I'm like, how? How in the world is he trying to defraud the U.S. government? Election fraud, overturn. So the overturned results is what they're trying to pin him on when it comes to the election fraud. Conspiracy against rights. I don't know what that means, but that was one of the allegations they claimed. And Mary on Fox, I like watching her show because she dives right into the facts. Y'all just jumping on
this. Snapper's talking about the things that Trump is being indicted for right now.
And he must be arraigned next week on 13 charges. So these are some of the charges, but this isn't everything. It was like 37 charges based off of the mishandling of classified documents, because each document I think had a certain number of pages, and it had, was considered one.
Okay.
So that's why it was like 37, because it was 37 documents that they deemed they had the classified information.
Okay.
So I just find it to be very frustrating. And yet, when you look at him, and I feel like this, if the man has committed a crime, okay, let's go. Pull up the facts and do what you got to do. Show it, prove it. And if he hasn't, why is all of this, why are they doing this? Well, we know why. But yet, he got on, and I still haven't done this, and I'm going to do this when I get off of this live, is to repost his election ad campaign. Remember the one we reacted to?
Well, I was let me tell you. So I got it queued up to go out, but it got so many copyright claims from that video. I haven't posted it.
Oh, okay.
So we did it.
Well, maybe we can just post it on Twitter.
Okay.
Put it on Twitter.
Okay.
Or Instagram.
Yeah, I'll probably put it over there because it was copyright claim for YouTube.
And it was just like, look at him, and I just could feel the heart in that ad, because look at all of what he's going through, and I just wonder how he's able to keep his thoughts and bearings and still Trump. Yeah, look at all these accusations and all the stuff. His lawyers around the clock, him, his family, and I'm like, how is he still able to go and have interviews? Still go ahead and talk about as if this is just pushed to the back of his mind, and yet I still have got to be able to speak out on behalf of the country and still speak out as to what I believe. What I believe is right and just.
Right.
And I said, that ad, if you haven't seen it, y'all got to go and check it out, because it's just heartfelt, and it makes you really feel proud to know and look at him and how he's carrying himself.
Right.
How he's still, walking tall, walking high with his head up, and doing the doggone thing.
Right.
Okay, that's just what I wanted to say. But I'm still,
and plus
digging
and
doing my homework and researching.
Well, I think he has a level of insight and a level of communication that comes to him that lets him know that everything's okay for him to keep it moving to where like, okay, this ain't gonna stop you, or this may be an issue, or this ain't gonna stop you. Keep on going. So he probably has the information so that he's just not going blind, and then he's really gonna be tripped up in a space. So I think they know. They know.
Yeah.
So that's why he keeps going. You see him active. You don't see anything
think
about
that's
him
when
trying to stop him or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because he has inside from his team.
Mm-hmm. Well, and two, I'm sure his team, that's another reason for him to want to continue to push and do what's right, because he has a team of people that's still rocking with him. He has a team of people that's still supporting him and believe in what he stands for and what he's trying to do for our country.
Yeah.
So all the more reason. But I was just thinking, what are the charges?
Yeah, Larry Elder did tell Charlamagne. He tore him up.
Yeah.
Tore him up.
Yeah.
Everybody was just more silence on this one.
Yeah, I was glad.
Even the one who be up there on the camera, what's her name? She'd be like, sir. Sir.
I didn't see her.
She was there.
Oh, really?
She was on there.
Okay.
I saw the interview.
Well, yeah, Chris, we were like, get him. I was like, yeah. Because
everybody hit the like. Y'all hit the like, share this to somebody, man. Let's get this moving in the algorithm, because YouTube is holding stuff back. So push this, share this video. Share this.
Yeah, I didn't see her talking to Larry Elder. We caught the clip with Charlamagne, but I'm glad that he stood.
She was in there.
Yeah, he did. He stood his ground and said what he had to say.
But she wasn't. She tried to do a little bit of how she tried to do Vivek, but she couldn't do it like that with Larry. Because you know why? They were looking at versus looking at a Hindu guy. They were looking. No, he's Indian. They were looking at an Indian man. They were looking at a black man, and so that's why they stood how they were so more silenced versus the Vivek interview. They were just kind of like, they were just kind of observant, like, oh, okay. And Charlamagne tried to hit a couple. He got burnt out. The girl from who got destroyed from Vivek on the last one, she ain't had too much to say. She said a little bit, but Larry came back so quick to put her in her place. I was like, oh, this is perfect. I'm so happy he went up there and did that interview.
Yeah.
I'm so happy he went and did that interview.
See, they don't do their homework very well on the Breakfast Club. They don't have much research. You can tell their conversation is very shallow to me. Because even when Larry Elder was talking to him and the questions that they asked, what other facts do you have? Because if they did more research and it came from a knowledge-based perspective and really wanted to have some questions answered of substance, the whole conversation will move and roll different.
Right.
So I'm not impressed. I don't even watch the Breakfast Club anymore. I'm not impressed.
I stopped. Yeah, I don't watch that.
I'm good.
And I was just listening. Who I was listening to? I think I was listening to Kingdom, and he was talking about.
That's right, A. Taylor.
Kingdom was said the same thing. He was like, and I used to partake into the Breakfast Club because they used to be the voice of the streets. But then you start finding out, you start learning more and educating yourself. You starting to be more the voice of oppression that looks good and looks like the streets because it's black skin talking about it.
And
it's this perpetual loop of
keeps that mindset.
We need to. We in chains, we impoverished. We need to stick together and stay impoverished and have stupid thinking.
Yeah, we not on that.
A. Taylor said, "I'll write Trump in my ballot. No one will dictate to me who to vote for."
That's right.
So he gonna come down with a big pen.
That's
he
right.
gonna have it in pen instead of just hitting that little box. He gonna write it out. That's funny. Keep going. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. But yeah, the Breakfast Club is, yeah.
I don't even know why. I believe honestly the Breakfast Club is falling off. It don't even have the same build that it used to. It don't even. It's not even the same anymore.
Well, educate your people, but give them some real solid facts and not just your opinion on everything and just a little bit of information.
Yeah.
But you're still leaning towards the left, even though Charlamagne say he's independent. But
but his conversation all sound left.
You still need to do a little bit more homework.
Please, he get up there and say
some more homework. Let's come with some statistics of some reputable news sources or articles or government, some other politicians that have actually done some things, and you can go out here and get some stats from them. Go to the whitehouse.org and put the president's name in if you want to know what their accomplishments were and some of their.
What's going on? Shout out Dark Waters. Shout out to Dark Waters.
Their highlights. Come on.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, so you talking about the Charlamagne interview?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying the Breakfast Club in general.
Yeah, man. People ain't even watching that no more, man. But I'm hoping people's opinions will change. A lot of black people in general, I feel, from watching,
either one of them, Quarter,
have been changing their political views. Now you're hearing more people have to say they going for Trump, or oh man, I don't think I'm gonna vote at all. Now we're going back into some of that kind of talk.
When no vote, no voice.
Yeah.
So you're not helping the situation either. You actually hurting the situation because your vote is definitely needed. So you need to pick a side.
Right.
Pick a side. Whatever side you decide, at least let it be one that you can stand on and you support. You support the officials who are making these policies. You're supporting some of the policies that they're putting in place that you're voting for, the people who writing the policies, and stand on the values that these politicians are saying that they have and they support and they stand for. So just know why you voting for who you voting for.
Javon said the Breakfast Club keeps bringing Tansy up. That's the girl on the screen. Tesla or whatever. Up every time they have a conservative or someone right-leaning on, and they keep destroying her. Maybe if the interview weren't disingenuous, they need to stop pulling her, because I don't know if they doing it to make the show interesting. What's going to happen is I feel like the Breakfast Club going to be one of the ones eventually the people on that show are going to branch off to other things, because that show it's been running that show for 10 years now. And now I think it's at the end, especially on this level, because now people are switching their mindsets. So I don't think you still gonna have a massive following that goes over there, but the thinking is changing, and eventually they're gonna start falling off.
Yeah, well, I feel like if you want to have a little climax in the show, or you want to give a little twist, but still do it in a way that.
Did somebody say Biden 2024?
Oh
man, I know you trolling, but Ice Castle 12.
That's a joke.
You got to be trolling.
That's a joke.
You got to be trolling.
That's a joke.
I don't hear even Democrats.
They don't even believe that.
Even Democrats, I don't hear them talking about.
They just want you to call them out and say something.
Even Democrats, I don't hear them talking about Biden
that's
no
why
more.
I said that's a joke. You don't even believe that.
But please,
quit playing.
Biden 2024.
Anyway, enough of the Breakfast Club. Let's move on. Okay. So as a matter of fact, let's right on segue into who we talking about next. Biden, Janky Joe.
So first of all, man, so Biden to me really ended it all. He completely sealed the deal on his career with the Maui situation and not responding to it. Bruh, this is that's American soil. Unless, like Don Bongino said, he's thinking that Hawaii is it's like going up to the Bahamas. He thinking it's like Puerto Rico or something, where it's separate from us. But he was like, why didn't this dude did not respond. He chilled and stayed back, and then he came respond and say, I'm gonna give him 1.9 million. 1.9 million will do jack squat. It does nothing to a $6 billion situation. And so but instead we're still funding Ukraine. Why?
Yeah.
When Maui, our home country,
just joking around.
Hawaii,
yeah,
needs it so badly. Man, I'm telling you, I was sitting on the couch and I saw it was some of that playing, and I had a vision of myself standing on that land while looking at everything all burnt and charred, and the fear of how it felt to be in that space. And I saw this guy. I'm gonna put him on after this video over. I'm gonna post. He had a video when he went through the whole experience of what was going on in Maui. He went through the whole experience. He took you through the whole experience, and it had you more like, it was really like, oh my God, that'd have been devastating. And I think how many people didn't make it through that. So he lost. He completely. I was already been done with Biden. Been done. Of course, Trump 2024, but not even like Biden's just like the dirtiest of the dirtiest. But this whole thing with the Maui just made him be like.
I'm gonna say what really got me was, and you can respond to Teresa too.
Okay.
But for me, I realized when you look and you were seeing people in the water, the safest place for them was to be in the water that was getting hot. It was just unbelievable. It's just like, oh my gosh, it made me think about Katrina and what those people experienced there. And it's like, okay, wait a minute.
And they try to blame the Katrina thing. They try to put it back on racists. They can't do that this time. Racism. You remember that?
Mm-hmm. So, but no, this still was a delayed response here. You know, I don't understand. He on the beach chilling and not even thinking. I mean, because
Don Bongino said he out there toasting his nuts, sunning his nuts.
It was just, it made me really realize that this president that we have truly does not care about its citizens. We're the least of their concern. We're the least.
And also,
period.
Just on a side note, Teresa said, it's a good question. Thank you for bringing that up. She said, we're preparing for the hurricane. My brother lives in San Bernardino area and said he might be reaching y'all by Monday. Yeah. We have to prepare because they're saying Sunday, Monday, probably it's going to be a little bad. So I'm hoping that, you know, her Snapper's birthday will be this weekend. So I'm hoping that we can at least do something tomorrow before it stomps out of here because it's supposed to come heavy on Sunday. So yeah, pray for us out here in California. We're getting a hurricane, which a hurricane hadn't been thought of out here since what did they say, 2003 or 1939? I don't know which one, but I know it's been a long time ago.
That means for us though, because we're not close to the water, is heavy rain, streets flooding, and there may be some power outages. Yeah. So we definitely have some things in storage, guys. And definitely going to have another Instacart run on tomorrow. Yeah. But, yeah, for the most part, I think we're good.
And also, somebody said if the hurricane hits L.A., there will be thousands of dead homeless. See, the thing about out here, it usually, well, I don't know. We haven't seen a hurricane.
Hey,
We've seen bad flooding, bad weather. But California's infrastructure is horrible when it comes to bad weather. California wasn't built up to take rain. They built a lot of these places are old. They're built for sun. They're not built to take rain. So pray for California. Keep going. What you got?
But yeah, and the pseudo. So one of the things that they're talking about now with Biden, I digressed, is that, you know, he has these pseudo names. It just continues to show things on these channels that we're following with news, is that he's still they're still avoiding, and yet they're still bringing out more and more information. But my question is, where are we with the articles of impeachment? Because one of the senators was saying, congressman, said, okay, we are, they're getting the articles ready now. It's prepared. They're getting the paperwork. We're way more, way worse than, we're way better than where we were in regards to the impeachment process.
I don't even know why we still worry about impeachment stuff, man. That man ain't going nowhere. We need to really focus on our new president. That's all the new folks need to be. The new folks needs to be on the next president that's coming to office, which is Trump. Mm-hmm. We need to focus on Trump being in office, not really focus on Biden anymore, whether they impeach him or not. You rather him might as well stay as butt in office because, like I said before and 100 times before, you don't want Kamala. So I don't think the impeachment, I think, to me, is dead and old.
Thank you, A. Taylor.
Because they're going to keep trying to impeach him. They may impeach him, but it does us no good because you don't want the next person up to come into that seat. So November 2024 is the only important day.
And I think maybe A. Taylor was being a little funny, doing a joke, not trolling, now that I think about it. But anyway, I appreciate the birthday shout-outs. But, yeah, so the hurricane, we know the Category 4 is pretty bad. Yeah. So I still feel, listen to the weather report too as well, is that, we're not next to, like, we're not at Huntington Beach or the Balboa, we're not on that coast. So we're more, centralized, but I know we're still going to get some of the effects. So hopefully it won't be as bad as it will, as it is going to be in other areas that's closer to the water.
Thank God we're more, I'm not going to say we're desert, but we're desert-ish because we are more in desert. It's more not like desert like you going to Vegas, but like it's like we're in a bowl.
Yeah.
So we're hoping to be okay. I don't know about them LAs. I would not want to be there when them storms and weather and things go bad up there because it's just not the place.
Yeah, and they were just talking about the homeless. Somebody put in the comments about, if it was a hurricane that hits LA, the homeless is going to be lots of them. I missed it, but I know I saw it. It's going to be a lot of dead homeless.
A lot of dead homeless.
And it's sad, but because that's how. So so many things are shifted and have changed based off of these new laws and stuff that this governor that we have is allowing. How it's
yeah. The impeachment is useless.
I just want him out of there because he's still the face of this
you want
country.
Him out, and then what?
Well, the same people that's telling him what to do gonna tell Kamala what to do.
No, it's they
gonna tell her because he don't know. She don't know either.
I think that's a bad eye. I'd rather him sit up in there and just keep doing bad, and just so we can get him out of there for November.
Why does my iPad keep switching?
A. Taylor lived. He was in Hesperia. He said he was in Hesperia for 56 years. Wow. He was in high desert for 56 years, and he just left 3 years ago. Wow.
That's a long time.
Wow. 56 years in the high desert. Wow.
That's a long time. So based off of the new laws and stuff, and that was my next point, the California lawlessness. So many things that have changed out here. We look at that. California Insiders is a really good channel that we watch, and it has a lot of updates and stuff that's going on in the state of California. Yeah. And one of the things was the homelessness. So now, not only are there tents everywhere in LA, they have people who are putting up bootleg RVs. These RVs are really Culver City.
Wow.
Let's go.
We got a real LA person right there.
Let's go.
Cindy White Acre 13.
Let's go. Thank you. The California Insider, they give some really, really good information.
That's my channel. That's our channel
right there. One of the things is they talk about, they show where they have a lot of, RVs, and these RVs are like run down. There's like an RV shark that lets these people.
Angie, I hope not.
Rent out.
I hope not.
These RVs, and that they are lined up on the corners. Yeah. And there's certain areas where they can be parked, and even when it comes to the sewage, they were talking about how bad that is because now they're letting it go down in the storm drain, and the storm drain water usually filters back out into the beach. So now, if you're getting all these contaminated, waste coming from these RVs that's going down into the storm drains, people have to now be worried about the Santa Monica Pier and the Santa Monica Beach because that's where this water is filtered out. And it's just, it did not look like that when we first moved here.
But the thing is, the storm is coming. So we're about an hour and 20 from the border. The border is where it's coming in through Baja. Mm-hmm. So the people going to get it hit the most.
Hey, Justin. Thank you. Love you, too.
Hey, Justin. Yeah, so they're going to get it the most. Baja, San Diego, and then it comes up to us because we're like when you coming up, after you pass Temecula and all those places, it comes up to our area. So I hope it fizzles out, but I feel sorry for the people that's in the San Diego, Baja area because that's near the water. So they'll get, maybe it'll thin out a lot more where it won't hit them as bad, and maybe it'll really thin out by the time it gets this way. And LA can't take no kind of bad weather. That's a scary movie when they get bad weather.
But too, with we're gonna back to the lawlessness part. We're talking about the
lawlessness. It's crazy.
Homeless and the RVs, but now we looked at a video and they were talking about the grocery stores are having to lock certain things up, stuff that they normally wouldn't have to lock up. The grocery stores are locking things up because now you got the snatch and grab going on.
I don't know what provoked. No, I know what provoked that. The whole bill about the low-level crimes and not locking people up. Mm-hmm. So now you got these mobs of young people and older running up in these Nordstroms, running up in these daggone St. Laurent's, running in these Saks, and just running in there. This is the craziest thing to me. Everybody has to sit around and watch you steal, because the dumbest thing you could do is try to run up on that crowd and try to stop them to miss. I seen people do that, and you about to get yourself hurt or killed. Let them folks, let them steal. We starting to go into the Terror Dome. So it's starting to go into a Mad Max. Let them people take that crap and let them go on. We going into the end times phase if you believe in Jesus. So it's so crazy to starting to see all this stuff happening because this is the unthinkable. And they're going to do this more and more. And people can't do nothing but sit back and watch this because these people aren't going to get in trouble for breaking in and stealing all this stuff in California. Where is this? California and Chicago are the main place? But California's been going crazy with it. And it's been a lot. Some of these cities have been closed.
Thank you, Hidden for a time for the super chat. Truly appreciate you. Love you too.
Love you too.
Yeah, it is. And I'm just, what makes them think that
why I said, they got the St. Laurent store. I ran out that store deep, full of stuff from the St. Laurent store. Hey, I was going to say, don't be surprised. You start seeing St. Laurent and all kind of Prada stuff and Balenciaga stuff pop up on the internet for half price. That's from folk that stole that from the stores. That's why it's so cheap. It'd be real St. Laurent stuff stole from the store. That jacket costs $1,500. And somebody trying to sell it for $250, a real one.
But how do you think you're gonna get?
They still
how do you think you're gonna get ahead? How do you think you're going to get ahead in life by doing those types of things? But the laws that they have put in place now allows this. And how do they even think that this is okay?
Yeah.
How do they think the merchants and the high-end stores are going to be able to survive? It's like, okay, are we going into the purge? This is what I'm starting to feel like. What is going on here?
This came from that this came from the Biden. This all falls down from the Biden administration. It's still, all this falls under his administration, and then it falls down to this one of our states being the most dumbest states. California is a beautiful state and the stupidest state when it comes to rules and laws. It's the dumbest state. And you got Gavin Newsom up there, and he cares less. The man cares less. And so I was telling me and Snapper were talking about this right before we jumped on this live, that California needs to be completely rebooted. Like, you need to reboot it. The values and everything of California needs to be completely changed. It would need to be destroyed from the bottom up.
Food Dog said, if Biden is impeached and removed, Kamala will decline the presidency, as will the speaker. That will cause the Supreme Court to rule that the military take control until a new election can be held.
Ooh, that would be crazy.
Yeah. Wow.
That would be crazy, Food Dog.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
Wow. So are there any other laws that's going across the country in some of the states where you guys live crazy. that show or that's allowing, its citizens not to be charged for, that allows people to steal up to $950 worth of items and you can't press charges? That was one of the things that was passed. So it's got to be over $950.
Man, please, they were stealing way more than that. You saw folks walking out with 13 purses on their bag with the cord still hooked to them, and it's still connect to the rack. It ain't even detached from the rack that it was sitting on. The rack probably cost $150. So I'm just like, I've never seen lawlessness like this, and it's just like you could tell that it's going to get worse. And you could tell something big is about to happen. This is all to build up for something big. That's all I can say about it.
That's what Kennedy said, Ginger. That's exactly what Kennedy said. And we didn't see that clip. Yeah, it was already sitting right there. Yeah, that's it. Where he mentioned, I don't know what interview this was or what live this was, but he was talking, and this was in front of a lot of people, where he was saying that right there is exactly what was going to happen.
What?
Read the comment.
They replaced Biden with Michelle because people can see what's going on in California news. Some on the way to replace Kamala back on a black woman. Yeah.
That's exactly what he said. And I'm like, wow, I hope not, because that's worse.
Yeah.
That puts us back to even worse to where we were.
Nah. People will be so stupid. You still got to still know that you still have people that are 100% still in support of Biden being the president again. You have simple people out here that still want the situation just to avoid Trump. Bruh, y'all need to get trying to cut that.
Yeah, I don't. And then this is where
pick the right candidate, not because they say something nice or mean. Pick the candidate for their what they are putting that's going to benefit you in this country, not because their temperament.
Right, exactly, and that's where people are falling short. They're allowing their emotions to guide them in one of the most important decisions that they'll make in the next 4 years is who they vote for president. But yet they're allowing their emotions and things that they and misconstrued, twisted, tainted up, ill-reported media to show them and guide them and in their views of how they feel about a person.
And Kathy said, lock it up or lose it. Otherwise, take your business to another state. But that sucks because what that means is that I'm just thinking about that. That would suck because now you got to have your whole business look on lock and key so people don't come in and steal.
Well, I know, that but suck. This is, and now, so there was another video we watched with the Riverside Police. He was the deputy sheriff. He was, somebody big.
Yeah.
And he's saying how these groups have perpetuated this total misconception of the police based off of instances. Based off of, they wanted to say race-related instances. And I just don't feel that way on every case.
What?
How they wanted to say defund the police. And no, because when things are going on, you need the police. But now they want to make it seem as though, so now these people who are doing this, who's breaking the law, in mind, have this embedded in their mind from the news, other resources, listening to. They're saying, okay, well, now y'all ain't gonna tell me all of y'all are racist. Y'all don't, y'all break the law, y'all, and that's not what it is. I'm telling you, it was just like, and that is why these people are acting the way they act.
Man, I blame that still. I don't know who thought it was okay to say let's not crime people for low level offenses. Let's not let people get locked up for that.
Please.
Who said that? Who was the particular person that pushed that down on paper to say this is okay? Let's just go. Who did they think they were benefiting when they did that?
I don't know.
I'm telling you, that's why I'm folks. Because think about each one of those people that's still at the store, and then, like you said, what if they got $900 worth of stuff?
But man, even too, they also are saying how some of the laws are so
exactly.
twisted.
I would love for Larry Elder to be running California. I bet you things will start changing here. How
things are so twisted is where they're even wanting to say, okay, so the drug dealer is selling your kids some drugs. Maybe the economy is in a situation where that's all they can do to make money. So instead of prosecuting the drug dealer, they're going to say, well, no, maybe we need to do some things to help them get a job. Maybe that's all they can do. I'm like, where's the rationale and logic in that?
Yeah.
How is this acceptable? How is this acceptable? Come on now. If you're smart enough to go out there and do that, then you're definitely smart enough to have a job and do something different in employment. Start your own business, a legal one. So it's crazy. And you guys check out, if you live in the state of California, check out the California Insider. It's really some great information.
I ain't gonna lie. California Insider make you want to pack all your crap up and leave tomorrow when you watch California Insider.
But it just gives you some different, gives you some information and new perspectives on things in the state. But you're not gonna run. I don't feel like it's that bad.
Right. So we watch YouTube. So you said. So I'm gonna read your comment. You said not in okay that I know of. However, people steal from Walmart all over the country, and they don't prosecute a lot of people. I wonder how many stores are going along with this, even if it isn't a law. Right. There is Walmart does have its shrinkage and people steal from those all the time. But when they get to a level when you see about 50 people in all black run in and steal stuff, snatching what they can and take off out the store. I ain't never seen that.
And people. So now they're going up to people's cars, busting out the windows in broad daylight.
Broad daylight. And you standing by your car. They tap your window, bust, grab them bags out of their car and peel off. With you standing by the car.
I just don't understand.
That's California. I'm telling you, man. That's one thing I hate about California is because if you was back home, we were still in Georgia and this stuff was really crunk around Georgia, people got pistols. People got their guns with them. If you're in Arizona, they got their guns with you. If you, maybe in Nevada, I don't know, but Arizona, you got them spots. They got your weapons. So you're not gonna see that stuff left because you're gonna see it less because people will fire at you.
Learn your laws, and that's the thing. Okay, so we are definitely believe the right to bear arms, knowing your laws, and being insured. And being able to carry in a concealed state. And that's what it is. And see, this is how people lose their lives, because of foolery like this. I wanted to comment on, what was it?
I think Gary said about that gas price. He said $4.10 in Illinois. I'm like, man, I just got a picture of somebody was in the Beverly Hills area, and they said the gas price was what they say, that gas price was like $7.79 for mid-grade gas. $8 for mid-grade. What?
Rick said, you see the video where the store owner priced everything at $950? Right.
Oh, man.
That's a shame.
And then you know what also? They probably for insurance reasons.
But I won't fly in our state of tyranny here in California. It's a shame.
No.
It's
ridiculous.
And now when I think about the purge and I see Gavin Newsom's face, it makes me think of that because that's the mindset of where it seems like LA is going.
And he don't care, man. Get that man out of office. I want to see.
No, they go to their nice California big mansion home on lockdown with those things. It's going to clamp down on your house, so can't nobody get in. California will have to have a total reboot to get the blue out up here and get the red in. It will have to, because the red gonna bring a totally different thinking. It's gonna come totally different with the laws and procedures. Go back up, go back down. Somebody said vote blue.
Vote blue.
Go back. There it is. Vote blue. No matter who just sticks with some folks, you can't bring them to the truth. Vote blue.
But now he's saying that, but that's true. People would just vote blue just because it's blue.
Okay.
Not because of the what they're standing for and telling you to do. They just vote blue because right. That's what I always did.
Exactly.
That's a pretty name. They don't
even realize how blue,
a nice name.
How blue has stood by what they stood by from the beginning of time.
That's a nice name. That's what I call it. That's the nice name voting.
They lure people in with those programs and all these laws that are non-beneficial. They've been about that janky business from day one.
Look, not only with the store stuff, the break in on the stores, we getting a lot more alien sightings in California.
Yep.
And we got the hurricane coming. Well, we're coming to the end times for real.
So that's the last point we were going to discuss, guys, the aliens, man. I mean, so what are you guys thinking about that? It's been quite a few, but I mean, it's been going on. It's been going on for a while. Was he the government whistleblower or?
Oh, about the alien?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot more. I'm not really focused on the whistleblower because that's a kind of dead repeat topic. I'm going to focus more on the standpoint of
alien whistleblower.
How much they're seeing it.
Yeah, the alien whistleblower. I'm not talking about just the whistleblower. I'm talking about the person that talked about the sightings and how things went down behind the scenes.
Well, I'm saying I'm focused on more on the incidents that are coming out each day. The whistleblower thing, we've already talked about that.
No. I'm not talking about. Okay, so
the alien whistleblower, we've talked about that a few times.
But my whole point is that it's been going on for a long time. That's the point I'm making. I'm making the point of it's been going on for a while, so it's not just recent. Wow, it's not for the last couple of years. This has been going on for quite a long time, but now it's just surfacing in the media for us. There have been media sightings.
My question is it the same level of alien activity, or is just the media focus on it more so it looks like it's more, but it's really the same how it would have been? Or is it truly more alien activity?
Well, I don't know, but they're definitely talking about, how it's starting to appear more. But you have people that have talked about this from years ago. And they even have an abduction. So why is it now being exacerbated? Because of more sightings.
Or they get ready to push this cashless society. They're going to have a big alien invasion. And then they're going to reboot the whole system. Reboot the whole system.
How?
We need to stick together. We need to have one world currency. We need to protect each other. We need to be under one world cashless. the aliens out here. I don't know. It's a lot of speculation, man. If you have a discernment with you discern and listen to God, I think that's your best way to go, because that's the only one gonna give you the real answer.
So what would you do if you saw an alien, guys? If you had an encounter like the guy that we saw that said that they came in his backyard, he saw 2 of them get out, he looked at one and he was froze.
They ain't seen them people since.
What you mean?
They said them people are gone. They nobody has been able to find those people who had the alien encounter in the backyard that was in Nevada. They ain't seen them people since. I wonder what happened.
Well, they said the men in black came to the house. So that was one of the things that the guys said, is that the men in black came to the house and asking questions. So who knows? But that would be a scary situation. If you saw aliens that came back in your house, you know, Princess L, aliens are the great deception. They are fallen angels.
I believe that's exactly Princess L.
However, they're coming into our world now, and they're making themselves seen. So, you know, what do you do when you see a being that's, you know, from another planet, world?
I believe we're gonna be sitting here. Everybody gonna be sitting at doing what they do, living their regular lives, and then it's gonna be a big news bulletin thing's just gonna come across, and they're gonna have something that in one of them little Tic Tacs or one of them circle or whatever ships is gonna be on the ground, and it's gonna have people getting up close trying to look at it, and it's gonna be just like a big thing. Something gonna get out of it.
What you mean? A chip?
Alien. You know, one of the ones that looked like a Tic Tac. It was the flying ship, but it looks like a Tic Tac.
Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with that.
It's gonna be on the ground, and something's gonna get out of it. I promise you that's gonna happen.
Well,
and then the world's gonna be like,
when they do, run, Forrest, run.
Yeah, for real.
I'm
run.
Just, you know, what do you do in that situation? And that's what I feel like needs to be brought to our attention as U.S. citizens. You know, people all over the world, because they're worldwide. I mean, where haven't they seen them in other places? Well,
I agree. Look, I'm gonna go back to what Mary said. The same as before. More people have cameras, and that's the same thing. I agree. It may be just the same as before, because just like, remember how they were talking about police brutality and all this stuff,
James.
And it'd be the same level of incidents, the ones they see, but they have phones up, and so the media is making it look like, look at all these incidents going on. Really, it's the same that it would have been without the phones. You wouldn't have even really known about it to that level. But if they start pushing it harder and harder, y'all remember what we said on this live on August 18th at 8:22 p.m. on a Friday, that they're going to push this narrative. Everything they want you to focus on, they have a reason behind it, because it's something that they have prepared, that they need your eyes locked.
But I think that we need to know, they need to have some protocols. You see all these sightings, now you're seeing them more and more and more, and now they're touching down and coming in people's backyards and, you know, getting close and freezing you paralyzed, you can't move. What is the protocol? What are people supposed to do? Flee, run, you know, hide? You need to have a bunker in your house that is alien proof. How you gonna do that if they walk through walls and is, you know, they ain't even of our kind? How do you prepare for this? And that's what I feel like our government needs to do. Okay, now we know they're here and they're coming more often. So what happens when they post up like War of the Worlds and they for real here? What are we supposed to do?
Stranginess. He said there's a lot you can do if you see a more.
There's not a lot
that you can do if you see a more intelligent life form with technology. To be honest, I'm gonna tell you the best thing I'm gonna do naturally. I'm gonna run fast as I can. At least I have a chance. Maybe I slide into a creek or something. You can't come in that creek because it can't.
And now you froze
with the water.
You froze. I mean,
look.
Y'all. Ooh, he running. Come on, baby.
No, listen. You trying to run. The thing then telekinesis told your ass to turn around.
Run towards they ship. Oh my gosh, y'all know we silly. I can't move. Y'all, I mean,
I'm sorry. That was so stupid. I just saw that. That was some
but
stupid.
But just imagine how the people
right
felt
there.
when they came in the backyard.
Okay, yeah. I would say, Grace, I would say hello.
Right. I mean,
I'll be trying to run. But
these
it just
movies,
makes you think.
Yeah.
It just makes you think.
These movies that we have seen, but these, I mean, where do these ideas and stuff come from? And I think we may have touched on this, a lot. Is if they have ideas for these movies and they're coming from somewhere. Yeah. All of it just can't be, having that creative and mind,
Yeah.
Come on. It's stemming from somewhere, book, movie, scripture.
Well, no, I believe just like my pastor said, man, somebody gave them that information. It was the Spirit that gave them the information to write that out. That was not given to them from them just, I just came from my ideas. Yeah, something gave you the ability, something told you to write this out and draw this out. You're looking at things that are really in a realm that you can't see. Shout out to DJ James ZW. Salute to C1 Snapper and chat. Speak true. I appreciate you.
Yes, most definitely. Just giving y'all, something to think about if you haven't already thought about it. But I think it's something that we should definitely be in our own family plan. If our government is not preparing us, we need to be thinking smarter about these things. Just like you got the hurricane warnings, and they want you to prepare for the hurricane. So how do you prepare for aliens?
Garrett said, "Do what everyone else does. Pull your phone out."
No.
A lot of people do that, but I'm always the first person to run. Why are you running?
Right. Can you hide? Is there like something that they have in the military that you can go and buy at these surplus stores to put over your body so you can be invisible? That's the kind of thinking I'm on, y'all. It's like, okay, if you can't outrun them, you got to outsmart them. So they have
Chris
surplus.
J, you said, are y'all high? Yeah, high off the Lord. High off the Lord. But that's about it.
Yeah, right. It's like, no, it's something you better be thinking about. So you don't want to be in that situation. You need to definitely be prepared where you are, doing some things where you can prepare yourself. Because I'm telling you, those of you who watching, if anything goes down, you're going to sit back and think about this live that you were on. Or you later got a chance to watch after we posted this. And I'm like, well, they spoke it. They said, what do you need to do to prepare? You have to be smart. Don't wait until they post up and you hear that. Mwah.
What is that?
That was the name of that was the sound they made on War the World.
Do it again.
Mwah. I'm just saying. Run. Don't look back. That's right, Vixen. You got it. It said, "Don't shoot." What they say? Hold up. Don't shoot.
Don't shoot the aliens. No, I'm good on that. Cause
you
point that gun up and get snatched out your hand.
Right, please.
No, but that's crazy.
Ain't no point in shooting because nothing's gonna happen. Alien-proof bunkers, #1 selling production on Amazon in 2024.
See, that's crazy.
Right. Then that's what we need, Jen. While you playing,
I'm gonna put that up. Is that real?
That's exactly what we need.
Is that real?
You said it. How do you have an alien-proof bunker?
What would be in the kit?
Well, first it needs to be underground. Because if it's underground, they can't detect it. Everything on top of the ground, they were able to detect.
What would you have in the bunker?
Well, if it's alien proof, I think it needs to be underground.
No. What you taking in the bunker? What you gonna have in there with you?
Food, toiletries, water, all of that. I mean, weapons. Who gonna build a weapon? I mean, you got a weapon?
No,
unless the military got
weapons. A lot of though. Candy that contain your tongue green. So when you see them, you're like, hey, nanu. They see your tongue, they be like, nah, he's straight.
Boo.
But no, in the bunker you need to we've always been into the bunkers and stuff like that. We've been studying that stuff for like 14 years on those different. But I didn't know they had an alien one. I know they always had a natural disaster one.
What? Go back down.
What?
You just passed it.
What?
I don't know who. Angie. That what she said. I saw an interview where we're talking about our military has reverse engineered the craft. What we may be seeing are our military getting ready to hoax.
That's what
alien
Andrew.
invasion.
That's what they've been talking about. How that hoax alien invasion.
Please don't do that.
The hoax alien invasion. What will be done to unite, to claim that you're uniting people, so that you can start chipping people and cash the society, because it'll make it seem like, well, there's other things we have to worry about outside of our universe. We need to stand close together. So how can we not stand close together if we don't know the other person's tracking number or can track them or we don't know how.
Not shoot at the aliens. Go ahead. I'm just reading.
So we just have to keep your eyes on the prize. And I tell you, it's going to be even a lot of people on this live that's going to fall woe. Everybody, just because you say you red pill, don't mean you're going to really fall through when it's time to do what you need to do and stand up and protect yourself and your family, even though it's not going to look like what you think it's going to look like. People really think when they look
Is
biblically,
that for real, Lynn?
when people look at things biblically, they think that they're seeing that it's going to be just like Cloak and Dagger, like they're going to have on robes and it's going to be the goat head. No, you got to think interpretation of the Bible is the farthest they could interpret back then. They couldn't see that we have flat screen TVs and stuff now. They didn't have an understanding. Their capacity in the Bible days couldn't make an image of what we could see today.
Rendala said, call out the name of Jesus. You got that right.
That's right.
Hello.
So it's just we just getting ready. It's just, I mean, things, a lot of stuff going up, man. I am going to look into that. I bet you they got alien kits, because he said alien bunkers, but you can't buy. Can you buy a bunker from Amazon? I know you can buy some stuff on Amazon, but I'm sure it's a book bag.
But these container home people that make the container homes, they may have stuff like that. I don't know, because now in 2024.
They said on Amazon.
Okay, maybe he was just playing, babe.
The world, Craig.
Okay, you doing me, taking the literal. No, I think maybe he was just joking. I don't know. So put us a link in the chat if it's real.
So, I mean, it's crazy out there, man. Things have never been to this height.
But we want to plant that seed, guys. I don't know if y'all think about it, but we actually think about that kind of stuff. You can't help but think about it. Don't ignore everything, and when you see it comes up, pay attention to these things. These are things you want to pay attention to, and don't act like they don't exist, because we know they do. Now, if they want to fake something, but I don't know, because let's say they do fake it, and then we
could go invisible like the Predator.
Oh, then that would be dope. But the thing is, let's say that they do fake it. Okay, so what happens when the real one comes? People gonna be definitely not prepared, because then they're not gonna believe it's the real thing.
Yeah.
So I still say we need to gather up as much information as we can and prepare, so you'll have somewhat type of plan, so you'll know what to do in the event. Not that it's going to be an alien attack, but if they come down, you won't be straight panic mode and have no sense of direction.
But put things together. Look how things are happening with the internet, where people can have the abilities and the rights to be lawless, where people can go and just do the craziest stuff now, and it's starting to look being the norm. And then you get laws pushed that say, okay, you won't get in trouble for doing your crazy stuff. I'm telling you, it's all a slow process and plan.
Marcella said, look up the aliens in Peru. And Lynn said, she said she sent a link about the doctor. There was a alien lady, a lady alien that escaped.
What is a lady alien?
A girl alien, I guess. That's what Lynn said.
What features would she have?
I don't know, or an alien.
You got one titty on your back.
I was like, is that for real, Lynn?
Nanu.
Is that for real? But Marcella said, look up the ones in Peru. So they're all over there. And it's not just central to the U.S. No, they got spaceships that fly all over the world, the planet, beyond the universe.
Yeah, but they just seeing it. They're claiming it more because, like you said, phones can come out so phones can see.
Yeah.
Are seeing, seeing what's going on. But yeah, man, it's crazy, man. We're gonna talk about this a little bit more, man.
Yeah, they do. But still, in that situation, you're going to need more than just having your Bible when you have the real reality of aliens in front of you.
Right.
Of course, we know we're going to call in the name of Jesus. But what would Jesus do?
That's right. What would Jesus do?
Ration and reason. Well, he wouldn't need to. I mean, he could just snap and everything be shut down. But I'm just saying, for those of us that are still on Earth.
All right, y'all. It's been so fun on this live. There's been a lot of truth. Even though we've laughed about a few things, and then sometimes you have to laugh through the pain. Right, but it's a lot going on. Y'all keep y'all eyes on. Y'all keep discerning. Y'all keep watching information, because that's one thing that you do have that we wouldn't have years ago, is the opportunity to see this stuff. Because imagine years ago you listened to it on the radio or something. What? You couldn't see all the things that's going on in the world. Because the technology wasn't there yet in this country, on this earth. Because apparently there's a technology way more advanced than the one we have somewhere else. So on this earth, imagine if you could see it's glad that you have information now.
Yeah.
You know. So we appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna end this live. Sipo, I'm so sinusy, man. I'm trying to talk through the sinusy. My nose is stopped up.
Watch YouTube. You right about that.
And we're gonna jump on this live. We're gonna see y'all in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. So be ready to come and talk about some things and give us some other topics too. You know, we like talking about trending and what's popping too, but we don't have a problem kind of digging a little deeper, going back. But it's always great to talk about what's current and what's affecting us right now.
For sure. So we love y'all, man. Like we said, man, y'all share this algorithm. YouTube hating on us, so get it out there so we can make sure everybody gets the information.
And thanks for the birthday shout outs, guys. See
Happy
you soon.
birthday.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.